Can y'all hear anything in the back? Okay. If you can, let me know and I'll tweak my setting for background noise. Welcome. Mostly going to do an open panel tonight. I have a few thoughts, wrap up thoughts about implicit bias and DEI that I want to get to, and then I'll. Ooh, it's loud. My roommate's band is rehearsing here tonight, and they're in the other room, and I can hear them through the walls. It's kind of loud, but if it bleeds over into the stream, let me know. And then after that, I'll open up a panel. And so I was finishing my conversation with the AI about implicit bias. So I wanted to go over that. So I asked it, I said, implicit bias is an inference from supposedly observed effects, not an established scientific fact then. It tells me that's not quite right. Implicit bias is a well-established concept. Now, I asked about fact, and it's telling me how established the concept is in psychology, supported by a good amount of research. Well, a concept's not that hard to establish. Like anybody can establish a concept. I was asking about it being established as a fact, a scientific fact. So I asked it, I said, fact, not concept. It says, you're right. There's a distinction to be made between concept and fact. Here's a more nuanced take. Implicit bias is a concept. The idea that we hold unconscious associations and stereotypes is well-established concept in psychology. That's like that tweet that I read today from Lee Jussum of we've known that since the 50s. We've never had to build policy around it before. And what's new about it that wokeness is contributing to it? Nothing. They're just taking an old concept and trying to exploit it. So that's implicit bias as a concept. And then it says implicit bias is a fact. Okay. It's not a single universally applicable fact like gravity. The specific content and strength of implicit biases vary between individuals and situations. Isn't that what I have been saying? However, there's a strong body of research, social science research, not science research, because as we saw today, when actual science starts to look at it, they come to completely different conclusions and it starts to break down and unravel because it's shoddy methodology. However, there's a strong body of research demonstrating that implicit bias exists and influence behavior in a measurable way. No, because the whole conversation I was having with this machine was me saying that I don't think it's as strong as you're trying to make me believe. And it's saying, yeah, you're right. Here's a more balanced take. And now it's going back to trying to say that research is out there. Okay, I said any concept can be well established. I'm interested in its status as fact. You are absolutely right. Concept and fact are different categories. Implicit bias falls more on the spectrum of a well-evidenced concept rather than a singular, universal, applicable fact like gravity. Here's why. Implicit bias refers to a general phenomenon. It describes the tendency for unconscious associations to exist. Okay. How does that bring the government in? However, the specific content of those biases, race, gender, etc., and their strength can vary significantly from person to person. Okay. Let's even grant that. Who has the expertise to determine the strength and content of those biases? If it's so important that we police these, where does that expertise and authority come from to do that? Like psychologists don't even have this stuff figured out. It's about internal mental states. Okay, when did we start policing that. That's thought police. That's George Orwell, 1984. I remember that from high school, junior high school, in fact. Implicit biases reside within individuals' minds. Thank you. I've been waiting for some other human, some entity on the planet to say that. That's what I've been saying. That's what throws me off about the concept of systemic racism, because I know racism is something that happens within an individual mind, not a system. If they're talking about policies, you can go back and correct specific policies, but I don't call that systemic racism. While tools like the implicit bias testing provide insights, they don't offer a definitive picture of someone's implicit biases. Okay, then why are we using them? As though they do. However, the concept of implicit bias is strong because extensive research supports it. No, it doesn't. We've been through that. It's social science research, not science research. And then the predictive power, that the implicit bias scores can predict real world behavior to some degree, which the creators of the test came out and said specifically that no, it cannot. And they're the ones that created the test. So while not a singular fact, okay, that's what I said too. Implicit bias is a well-supported concept. Okay, well, any concept, you can find support for any concept. That's not hard to do. That's what rhetoric and philosophy and logic and all that is. With significant evidence for its existence and real-world consequences. It's still an inference. So if it isn't directly, this is my question. So if it isn't directly observable, it's an inference, right? One that is not falsifiable. Machine says, you're on the right track. I know I am. I know what I'm talking about. I know this shit. I know philosophy. I know reason. I know I'm on the fucking right track. Since implicit bias deals with unconscious mental states, okay, then why is the government involved in our unconscious mental states just to work, just to be employed? Why is the government involved in that? It is indeed an inference based on what we can observe, okay? Here's why it's a complex issue. We can't directly see someone's implicit biases, but we can we infer their existence through test results. The one that you just said shouldn't be, and the creators said should not be used for this purpose. Okay. Behavior patterns. Why are you studying my behavior pattern? Like, when I was growing up and you got a job, they didn't do all this. If there was a problem, like if they noticed like a work behavior pattern that was a problem, your manager talked to you about it, maybe you got written up or something. There wasn't a government level entity that took charge of this. And self-reported experiences. These are all forms of indirect evidence. Okay, so no, darling. First of all, self-reported experiences are, okay, let's do test results. That's those data. That's that data. They have those large-scale studies. That's the implicit bias test, etc. So that's data that you're making an inference from and interpreting. Behavior patterns are what you're observing. So these are the facts. These are the facts that you're feeding into a story, but there's nothing from these facts that direct you to feed them into this particular story. And self-reported experiences are stories. So you're working off of stories and then trying to make a story out of those stories. Falsifiability. This is a key principle in science. A truly falsifiable idea is one where you could potentially gather evidence that disproves it. Implicit bias is trickier. It's hard to definitively disprove that someone doesn't have an unconscious bias, even if they show no outward signs of it in specific situations. So why are we trying to do it? The field is constantly evolving. Research on implicit bias is ongoing, and how we measure and understand it may change over time. It's not measurable. It's not even observable. It's an inference. It's like trying to measure the unconscious. New evidence could potentially weaken or strengthen the concept. Okay, so it's in flux. It's not established. That's my whole reason for question. My whole line of questioning. Implicit bias is a well-supported concept with strong evidence, but it's not a single universally applicable fact. It is more like an inference based on a collection of observations. Isn't that what I've been saying? The question of falsifiability is a point of ongoing discussion in the field of implicit bias research. I guess I should be happy that there's ongoing discussion. And then, so it is. So I say it isn't settled. It's a theory in process and should be given credence in proportion to that fact. It says that's a fair assessment. Implicit bias is a complex concept, and while there's strong evidence for its existence and influence, it's not a completely settled issue. Here's how we can view it. It's a theory in process. It's ongoing. Our understanding is evolving. Credence based on evidence, despite not being a singular fact. So then how do you, if it's not a singular fact, how do you fit it into a story? The concept holds weight because of the substantial research supporting it, which we've already seen the critiques of. Studies consistently show correlations between implicit bias and behavior across various groups and situations. I just read that thing from the authors off of Wikipedia this morning that says that the correlations are weaker than first assumed or first hypothesized. And then it says it's important to acknowledge the limitations of implicit bias research. The specific content and strength of the biases vary, and indirect methods are used to assess them. So while it's not a closed case, it is a well-supported concept with significant real-world implications. It's something researchers and social scientists take seriously due to the weight of the evidence. I don't understand that. It's this invisible thing that's supposedly in somebody's mind that's influencing them, and there's techniques to minimize it or reduce it or get rid of it. That sounds religious. That sounds hokey pokey spiritual stuff. That doesn't sound like science to me. All right, let me see if there's a few more points I wanted to touch on. David French has a really good article on it where he says that I'll just read from it. Why is implicit bias so widely accepted as a cause for real-world discrimination? Allegedly, he says, there's been pressure on researchers over the years to make the science of implicit bias sound more definitive and relevant than the evidence justifies. So perhaps a political pressure, which was my theory. When people are hungry for solutions to racial disparities, they'll latch onto science. This is not science, this is pseudoscience, for answers, especially if those answers reinforce the dominant narrative of entrenched American bigotry. We saw today that when you take actual science and try to give this that extra layer of validity that science can provide, it's not able to do that. It starts to break down, as many other things do when real science is applied to it. So when they use the word science here, they're not talking about science like I'm talking about science. The scientific revolution, the Western tradition of science, like Socrates to Francis Bacon to Newton to the science we have today, etc. They're not talking about that science. They're talking about social science, which is those test results, the stories, self-report stories, and the observed behavior and the research they do. He says that I don't doubt at all the human capacity for prejudice, but the barriers to racial reconciliation in this country don't lurk in the unconscious, and thank God for that, because I don't want the government in there for anybody. That is not American. When did that become American? Combine the lingering effects of centuries of explicit discrimination with wildly different concepts of racial justice, different stories of racial justice, and you have recipe for enduring concept. It's tempting to believe that there's a psychological fix, especially when that fix dovetails with your ideology, but it's wrong. I think I think that's it. The Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy article on implicit bias goes into great detail on its history and development. And there's actually kind of two strains of study that feed into it. And they were studying information processing, and some information we process automatically, and some information is what's called controlled processing. And that's kind of what we talk about here when we talk about the will and consciousness. And controlled processing is said to be voluntary, attention demanding, and it takes attention and it's of limited capacity. And then the automatic processing unfolds without attention. It has nearly unlimited capacity, and it's hard to suppress voluntarily. So there's these two types of brain processing, and they were studying. There's ways of studying this that fed into this concept of implicit bias. So if you want to really deep dive into the concept, I would start with Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy. Although, in fact, I'll put the link. Although it seems to come down heavily on the side for the existence of implicit bias, but it at least gives you like the historical context for it. All right, let me catch up on comments. I have a few more little topics I want to talk about, and then I'll open up the panel. Hey, Bex, Freak, good to see both of you. Freak, you got impersonated on my panel today. You might want to go take a look, or actually, maybe not. Oh, I'm a horrible worker drone. I've never been. Actually, I'm a good worker drone. Short term. Like, tell me what you want me to do. I can learn it really quickly. I can execute it. If it's not interesting enough, I'm not going to stay with it long term. But for like a part-time job or a short-term job, I make a great worker drone. In fact, I'm looking to be one right now if anybody in the area is looking for one. The Wonderlic test. Let me look at that. They give it to quarterbacks. So it's in the NFL too. Let me see. The Wonderlic Contemporary Cognitive Ability Test, formerly the Wonderlic Personnel Test. That sounds like something from an HR department. Why is corporate entities and governmental entities applying this to this? How is this happening? This is not American or democratic or liberal, is it? Or did it develop in a liberal democratic society and therefore it's part of that world? I don't know. I just know that it is setting off all kind of alarms in me. And I'm not even a like paranoid conspiracy doomer person. So if it's even setting my alarms off, like I'm almost inclined to take it even more seriously. 1936 it was invented. Cognitive ability and problem-solving aptitude of prospective employees for a range of occupations. This is kind of when I was in the vocational program up here in Washington to help me get work. They gave me all kind of little. They do that with each candidate. They give you tests to kind of assess what you're good at, what your aptitude is. They gave me IQ tests, all kind of stuff, and to try to figure out like where to orient me work-wise. Okay, formerly used in the annual NFL Combine as a form of pre-draft assessment. The NFL stopped administering the test. So they were like trying to find the players that had higher, is it an IQ test? Higher cognitive ability? Like an IQ test without coming out and pretending to be an IQ test because it's so stigmatized these days. I'm going to talk about that in a second when I talk about the gifted programs. Right, exactly. But it's not being enforced. In fact, it's being perverted and exploited is what it seems like to me. And anyone's welcome to come up and correct me if I'm wrong or offer an alternative perspective. Oh, you mean with like the ones that monitor the cops? Right. Exactly. I even as a gay person, like who wanted gay marriage, I never wanted government in the culture business. We wanted the legal institution of marriage, and that's it. We didn't want government to define the culture around it. And the Supreme Court kind of said that with the affirmative action case. Right. That's what that is. Like when I found out about this implicit bias thing, my very first comment on it, and it still is, well, if it's something everybody has and it's normal and we all do it, then why are we worried about it? We've been living in society with this forever. Why is it all of a sudden something we have to worry about if we're all doing it? Let's just keep doing what we're doing and trying to get to know each other as individuals. Cheap labor with low risk. Well, I can give them some tips because as somebody that is looking for work right now, they are not making it easy to enter the workforce. These, like, to me, the barriers, I've been in the workforce, and even then I found the barriers kind of high. And I've worked in the workforce trying to help other people enter the workforce. So I've kind of seen it from both sides. And the barriers to me don't seem to be getting reduced. They seem to be increasing. And the amount of funding and the bureaucratic creep and the increase in the bureaucratic apparatus to help people find work is increasing, but the results are not. Like they're supposed to facilitate. They're putting all this funding and creating all of this bureaucracy to facilitate people entering the workforce, but the barriers to enter are actually going up, not down. And I can help them with this if they want to sit down and listen to me about it. But they didn't listen to me when I was in the field, and they're probably not going to listen to me now. But whatever y'all are trying to do, y'all are not doing it. Y'all are doing the opposite. Okay, midlife, in just a second, I'll do the thing. I wanted to touch one little thing that came up today. It came up in the context of giftedness. A lot of, I know Seattle eliminated its gifted programs. There's a push to kind of stigmatize and start to take a critical look at the need for gifted programs in the name of equity. And I think it's like it makes people feel bad that are not gifted. No, it was very short. Go through and like scroll, and when you see a little black box at the bottom of the screen, that's you coming on, and it's only for a few seconds. I'll try to find it later once I open up the panel and have some time to look. What was I saying? Oh, it doesn't bother me what non-gifted people think or their opinions on gifted people and their needs, or whether we should exist or have our programs or not. But it bothers me when gifted people themselves start to take that position. And I've seen that a lot in the gifted community, even among gifted friends of mine. I also don't care what people that are not men think about men and their needs and what kind of groups they want to form, etc. But when men start to take that position against other men, like I've also seen happening, kind of on the left in men's groups, some people, some parts of men's groups, not all of it. So when communities start to kind of remember we talked about like communities are held together by these stories, and then eventually this secondary set of stories forms that kind of begins to start to look at the world outside of this little story group, but eventually it can start to turn that critical eye back onto the culture that it emerged from. I kind of think that's a little bit what this is. Like people from within the gifted or the male or the autism community or whatever are kind of looking outside of it, adopting ideas and turning some of these ideas back onto that culture, like a self-critique. I guess I don't have a problem with that. And even if I did, I think it's part of a natural process that I couldn't stop anyway. So that part I'm okay with. But when they start to internalize these positions and then start to advocate for the dismantling of that very community itself, I have to kind of step in and draw a boundary. And I showed that identity, that gifted identity construct model thing the other day, and I said it could be applied to whatever identity. And there were kind of four constructs they work with. One was validation, affirmation, affinity, and affiliation. And I think having things like gifted programs or men's spaces or identity groups gives that the validation, like each identity group, like gifted people need, there's a certain culture that forms around being an intellectual. We need a certain type of mirroring that we can only get from people that have that same thing. Same with autism, same with being men. Men need, there's something men can only get from other men. And we need that to develop as men, as that identity. And so when you start stigmatizing or advocating against these kind of identity spaces that give that validation and affirmation and allow the continued development of identity, of that particular identity, I get nervous when it comes, like the call comes from within the house, which I've been seeing lately. All right, I think I want to stop there. I'm gonna put the link. There you go. Come on up. Porch is open. Let's hang out. Grab your beverage. Grab what, and get the party started. Open panel. Oh my God. And this is it. I think this is it. I might do like an epilogue down the road, but tomorrow I'm picking back up with the story stuff. We're going to do romance, the genre of romance, and romance versus realism, and the hero's journey. So this is my last little gasp of getting this shit out of my system, because I honestly, after like 3 days of it, it's not something I could expose myself to long time. I can't immerse myself in this. It's too crazy, and it's, people are taking it too seriously and realistic. And I need to do some good mental health hygiene. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna play a video then, and go do a little intermission. Let me see who's streaming. I think Flo is streaming. Should I risk? Oh, Provo. No, he's not streaming actually. Well, let me find something for you to watch. I wonder if I can. No, that's probably copyrighted. I don't know. I don't really have any videos for you. If anyone's coming up, if y'all could come up and like co-host for just a sec, I would love more. Well, let's check at the news. I glanced something about Hunter Biden on trial and the jury's deliberating. In fact, Midlife, you did that video last night, right, on Hunter? What's going on with him? The gun trial. I don't know anything about the Hunter Biden story at all. I've never had an interest in it. I don't know why. I've never really had an interest in like Trump's kids stories or Jared Kushner stories or like any of those side characters. I just never. They seem like distractions to me. If this was like a TV show or a movie series or something, I would be very interested, because I like to follow all the different characters and plot. But politically, I think my political interest, believe it or not, is very limited. I only really like politics as kind of a sandbox to play around with applied philosophy and like critical thinking concepts. I don't, and then I vote strategically on how it impacts my life and for my values. But we're not really a politics geek, I would call myself. Yeah, that was Inanity Machine. He's making the rounds and doing videos about the evil demon cockroaches, of which, of course, I'm one of. There is the theory that he's actually in a stage of decompensation, so I hope he has good services. The Freak, why don't you come up for real? Or midlife, you too. In fact, oh, by the way, midlife, if you're still out there, I tried to watch Brokeback. I don't know if I'm going to make it through for many reasons. Most of them are aesthetic or artistic. I do know that it's going to like bring up a lot of personal stuff because it's similar to the situation I lived through. But it's a gorgeous film. The scenery. Oh my God! I wish you could stream from it. I am in the mood for some People of Walmart tonight. That would be just the thing, just the intervention. It's gorgeous. First, my biggest problem with it is it makes me want to go camping. It's really hard to watch a movie about people being out in the woods like that, and me having to sit here in these four walls and not get to do that myself. It's gorgeous scenery. I could watch it visually for like hours. Construction wise, it's kind of generic. It's like a well crafted movie, but it's not anything beyond that. And then hey Chuck, what's up? Long time no see. And but I think it's going to be like, I know what's coming, and it's me just not wanting to face that representation. But I'll give it a try. I'll try to stick with it. Yeah, I don't know how well he is right now either, Freak. So take that into account too. Hey Chuck, can you hear me? We kind of hear you moving around. There's some noise, but I don't hear your
Hello.
voice.
I
Okay,
had to
there you are.
reset. I had to reset my headphones.
Oh, okay.
Every now and then they get a little wonky.
Is it Bluetooth?
Yeah.
I'm constantly having trouble with Bluetooth.
Hell, I'm damn lucky to be here right now. That's for damn sure.
Oh, what happened today?
We were coming back from a doctor's appointment in Nashville towards the tail end of rush hour. Cruising down the highway, everyone's doing about 72 miles an hour. I'm in the right hand lane. Left hand lane's full of cars. Right hand lane's full of cars. And in front of me is a car. In front of that car is a semi. All of a sudden, that semi jolt turns. I don't know how he didn't turn the trailer over into the left hand lane
Oh my God.
because traffic was stopped in the right hand lane. Well, the lady in front of me started veering off, and this newfangled car I got has got what the hell they call that, crash avoidance system.
What is
So
that?
it's trying
What's
to.
your new car?
It's a Kia Carnival.
Oh, I don't know what that is. Let me look it
And
up.
so it's trying to steer the car to avoid the crash
Oh my
into
God.
this great big ravine. I had to grab the wheel and jerk it so it goes the opposite direction. And we had cars. Thank God we didn't hit nobody. But
Wait,
oh my God. Yeah, it
I'm a
was
little
it was
behind.
something.
I haven't owned a car in over 15 years. I got rid of my car to come up here. I never needed one, and I love living without a car. So I'm a little behind on car culture. So you
Me
were in
too.
this car and it started driving itself, and there
Yes,
is a way
to
for you
avoid
to
a
override that and get control back.
you have to physically take over control. You have to fight the crash avoidance system.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's quite a change from my little Mitsubishi Galant that I had. Wow, talk about technology and
The
science
pitfalls, yeah.
fiction and human, like
It
maybe
was
I'm just
something
an
else.
ivory tower, and maybe the younger generation isn't more in touch with some dangers of technology that I'm not aware of. Because between this implicit bias crap and these cars that suddenly control you,
Yeah.
so you had a Chuck
That's
story, you
not
had a
the
Chuck adventure.
that's not the
Typical.
first time that's happened with this car.
No, I
Where the
it's
crash
like,
avoidance threw me into the median on a 4 lane,
is
interstate.
there a way to turn it off to tell the car I don't want this? Just don't do
I
this.
don't know. I'll have to read the book to find out.
Let me look. Let me try to help you out. Because my friend has a car that parks itself, and I can't even do that. Like, it's easier for me to park with my eyes than to try to navigate with the
No, I
auto
don't.
park.
Mine don't have that.
Wait, it drives for you when you're in a crash, but it won't park for you.
Right.
Wow. Okay, I don't understand
And it's
cars too
hands
much.
free if you want.
Well, we had
You can
cruise
take it.
control growing up, but you still had to
No,
kind
no,
of
no.
keep.
You take your
You
hands off the steering wheel.
What? Oh my
But I
god!
do not do that. I don't trust it.
Is it called forward collision avoidance assist?
Yes.
All right, there is a setting to turn it off. It's settings, vehicle, driver assistant, forward safety, and then you'll see 4 settings. One of them is off. So in the menu,
But
there should be
crash
a way to turn
avoidance,
it off.
it damn near killed us for crash avoidance.
Is that something you pay extra for?
I have no idea. No, I don't pay a service for that. No. It was in
It's
the
just built
car,
into
on
the
the car.
car.
Yep. It's got that adaptive cruise control where you can set it to be 1 car length, 2 car length, 3 car
I
length,
don't
or
even want
4 car
a car
length.
anymore. I just want to get in the.
These,
It was hard. I was like in my early 20s before I even got my license. It was hard enough for me to learn to drive a real car, and that's the automatic. I cannot drive a manual transmission at all. I want to just be able to open the door, get in the car, turn it on, and drive it. I don't want extra
the
layers of
the
complexity.
one the one thing I can't get used to is the push button system for starting it.
What is that?
You get
That was
it.
you don't
You
get the
you
key anymore?
no. You got a fob in your pocket. You get in. You got to put your foot on the brake and push this button, and it'll start. And when you get out, you got to push the button. Well, it, I'm used to the old way. Give me a damn key.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
They're funky.
I guess I'll
I
just
had,
have to be it with being a passenger.
and it's got all the doors in the hatchback are all automatic, you know. And the other day it malfunctioned, and all the doors were opening and closing, and the hatchback was going up and down. Oh Lord!
Will you stream that next time it happens?
I'll see if I can catch it. It's a
Okay.
sight to behold. Well, it was a
Man,
brand new. It was a whole brand new car they just came out with, a new model called the Carnival.
like what year? Like this year?
It was a 2023 when it first came out. It was
I'm a
during COVID.
It came out during COVID.
Yeah,
Uh,
I bought the one of the first ones, I think.
well, I'm ready to go join iFi in the woods. I really am. Between like all the DEI stuff that's now everywhere, and the cars that can't even drive anymore. Like society's leaving me behind. I've reached my level of technocracy that I just can't
Society's
go
getting
back.
lazy. That's the problem. Society's getting lazy.
But human, like that's homeostasis. The human organism is going to find its little comfortable resting point and then kind of cruise control from there. Most, like 90% of people are going to do that. And so you're going to build around the curve like Dolbez advocated for today, that's what you're going to build around. And the amount of people that are intrinsically motivated to go beyond that are going to be a lot smaller.
Yeah, that was weird today. I was listening to your show. I could hear you, but I couldn't hear Dolbez. I couldn't figure out what the
Oh,
heck.
really? The whole time? Because in the beginning, he
Yeah,
came weird. Are you
I, don't-
serious? Let me
I,
check that out.
I think it was my internet connection, to be honest with you. But I got you loud and clear. But
He
most of
did
the
say
time, he was at a soft whisper.
the problem is this on my end. StreamYard sounds fine, but it doesn't sound like it sounds to the viewers. I wish StreamYard would play the sound for me the same way it
Amen.
else.
Because you get them guys that come in with a mic that sounds like they're booming over you. But in StreamYard, you don't hear it. But on YouTube, you hear it.
Let me see if I'm able to
It might have been my signal today, Jeff.
hear. Yeah, I just checked it. I'm hearing him okay, so it might have been on your end. If anybody can't
Yeah,
hear Dobes from Dream, then let me know, and I don't know what I'll do about it, but
it was
I'll
probably
know
on my end.
because it was a good
We've been,
conversation. Dobes has never not brought it.
yeah, for a
Streaming and
young
grew under
man, he's pretty.
yes.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
telling
I
you.
was embarrassed for Lanza. I like Lanza. I'm a huge Lanza
What
stan,
happened to
but
Lanza?
I was embarrassed for Lanza.
What
Well, he
happened?
came on panel and tried to dress down Dobez, but I don't think that he knows who Dobez is. And he's like, "Listen, kid, you're only 18. Let me give you some life wisdom and life advice." And I'm
No, wait a
like,
minute.
Lanza,
How old is Brown's boy or Lanza?
he wouldn't say. I kept asking, he never would say. And I'm like, Lanza, you obviously don't watch enough of this stream because you don't know
He's
who you're
late
talking to
20s,
about right
early
now.
30s.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I get. And they were both like, I like them both. Like I think they're both two of the coolest people on the stream, and to watch them like have this because I don't think they've interacted before, and to watch them, two people that I really like, have this conflict with each other was
Yeah,
kind of
well,
a new
Lanza
emotion.
usually comes in as the jokester, not as a fighter.
Well, it depends. Today, I would say he's always all of it, but today he was a little heavy on the fight aspect.
Wow, that's something. There was me, my wife, and my kid, and we stopped at Outback to eat after the doctor's appointment. I wanted to cry when they
before
brought the bill.
before the crash.
But
Oh,
yeah,
really?
before the crash, it was like
I haven't.
130 something bucks for the three of
So
us.
it was how many people? Three.
Three.
And what did you have? Just a standard steak and
We
sides and
had,
a drink.
and we got one appetizer. It was like $9 for fried mushrooms.
Okay. And then
But
like
the
three
steaks were
steaks.
like 30. Yeah, they were like $38 a piece.
Wow, that is high. I
Yeah,
haven't been to Outback in forever.
it was good though. It was good.
Yeah, they always had reliably good steaks when we ate it there a lot in Vegas, and Lone Star was another one. I haven't had
Mm-hmm.
a good steak in a while.
Lone Star used to be really good.
Yeah, and especially with the price, it was very reasonably priced for a decent steak. So.
the poor girl, the server, she came over to bring the bill, and I said, "Well, I don't know if I'm going to pay it or not." You know, I'm just funning with her, but that's what I said. She walked away. She says, "Well, you got to pay." So they got done, and I said, "Well, let's go." And I grabbed the bill and my credit card, and I kind of cupped it in my hand. And she come over there, and I said, "Hey," I whispered to her, "Don't tell anybody, but we're just going to go ahead and walk out the door if that's okay." And her eyes got so big.
So you were trying to troll.
Yeah, I was trolling her, and it worked. And then I opened my hand. There was the credit card, you know. But she was like, you can't do that." I gave her a good tip, though.
Well,
Now, there's
I
been
think,
times, but when I would leave a tip, in my tip, I would write on the receipt, "Don't take any wooden nickels." And that would be their tip. That's how bad the service would be.
oh,
Yeah, I don't tip bad service.
oh, I don't either. I will not tip for bad service. There was one time where the service was awful. It was this little, well, those little like Karenish little white girls, and
Oh Lord.
she was like condescending and snippety, and you could
Yeah,
feel the tension
like
between
what do
us
you
at the
want?
table
What do you
the whole
want?
time. We
What do
were
you
like
want?
almost about to fight, and at the end, I was doing the tip, and what did I do? I was deliberately not leaving her a tip. I said I'm gonna leave her zero tip, and the meal was like $15 or something.
Right.
And I totaled it in the tip spot by mistake, and so I ended up leaving her the entire price of a meal as a tip, when my
Oh,
intention was to leave her no tip whatsoever. And so when she got like we were fighting the whole meal, and then she gets like the highest tip she's probably got all night because of my stupid mistake after me trying to not leave her a tip. And so she like that was a big W for her that night. And I walked out of there so frustrated with myself for like leaving her. Like I double charged myself in my attempt to not leave her a tip, and she got
oh.
half of it.
I
I'm still
remember
mad about it.
first
I'm thinking about
the
it.
first time it would have been 92, I guess, when we went to Disney World with some friends. They invited us down there. But we went to this restaurant. It was a burger restaurant, and
Hey,
the server was pitiful.
I got some
So
news.
so
Wait,
the
let's tell
wife
the story, and then I'll get the update.
so the
Okay, go ahead.
wife didn't tip. We walked out. We got about 150 yards away, a football field and a half. This server comes running after my wife with a broom,
A
wanting to
broom.
know
Hey,
why the hell she didn't leave a tip. And I jumped in there and I said, "Look, pal, you didn't get a tip because you're crap." And I said, "If you think you're going to hit somebody with that broom, you're going to look funny when I shove it up your ass." He was
How
a
old were
pansy. He was a pansy boy.
you? Oh, that might be some of your unconscious bias showing. Maybe not even that unconscious. What? How old
It,
were you then?
oh, let's see, 92. I would have been maybe a 32.
30 something.
Yeah, 32. Hi, Ken.
What's up?
How's the
We just
I
heard
got
girls?
Chuck's
some.
latest adventures. What's
You
yours?
got some news? Tell us
Hey,
about it.
so this person, like I met last week at my church, right? She
This is a
Yeah,
new
thirty.
person, new
She
story.
thir. She 31, and I was talking
yeah.
to her this morning. This today, I just got home from church, and I was talking to her, and I'm like, "How
Uh-huh.
did?" Because she 31. She just got out of a relationship. She was engaged, but then she broke it off because I guess he was a
Uh-huh.
douchebag or whatever. And she has two kids with him. And right, the kids are 3 and 4, and they just had she had
Oh
the
Lord.
the kids
Oh,
had a dress rehearsal on last Friday, so I asked her today, how did the kids dress rehearsal? She's like, "Oh, thanks for asking. I'll show you a video." So she showed me a video. They're so adorable. Her son is dancing to, you know that the lollipop song from the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, from Willy
The
He's
Wonka.
lollipop.
Yeah,
dancing.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
the Willy Wonka. He's dancing with that while holding a lollipop, while her daughter's dancing to another princess song, and they're so adorable. And then I'm like, today, I'm like, oh, I'm glad you came. She's like, I'm glad you came too. And I'm like, sitting there.
now don't put too much stock into it.
I know. I'm just getting to know her. That's what I told my sister. If God has that for us to be together, then that's what the Lord, you know what I mean,
Now,
Chuck?
now, was you thinking dirty thoughts
Who?
about you? Was you thinking dirty about her?
No, it's not.
Oh,
It's
good,
not.
good, good.
She's gorgeous. She don't look a day over 20. When she told me her age tonight, because I didn't ask her, my friend
How old
asked
is
her,
she?
31. But she doesn't
Oh,
look like a day over 20. I didn't
I'm
ask.
only
I told
36.
I didn't. My friend asked. I'm glad he asked because I didn't want to ask because I don't want to sound like a. That's kind of
Uh,
disrespectful, you know what I mean?
yep,
So
what?
that's a
I'm
Asking
fact.
someone's age? Oh, I don't
yeah.
care.
When he asked and when she told me, I'm like, you don't look a day over 20. She's like, "Aw," and I kept seeing her during the Bible study. She kept looking at me while when you're nervous, your leg shaking your leg, and she was looking at me. I'm like, I don't know what that Chuck. Do you know why she was doing that?
No,
How would
because I'm
Chuck
not
know?
her.
Oh, I don't
Oh,
know,
like
but
from his. Do you have any
she
like elder wisdom of why she might be doing it?
not like she. I'm not gonna say I like her. I want just to get to. I'm starting to get to know her better.
So
Like,
is that the wildest thing that's happened in your life since we
and I
last talked? So you've had
And I
a
told her,
pretty
and she
smooth
was
day.
telling me how she hasn't been feeling good. And I'm like, to be honest, I hope you feel better. I'll keep praying for you. And then we got on the topic of dreams, and we were talk about how dreams are. And she's like, oh, I always dreamed about driving into a tree. And then a few days ago, she had a dream
What?
about where her kids were in her dreams.
Wait a minute, back up.
She has dreams. I have dreams too, but
Are you the one with
I
that
try.
had the dream of Santa murdering everybody in your town?
no, that's a
What?
movie. That's a movie.
Oh, that was a movie. I thought it was a
Yeah.
dream.
No, that's a movie.
Didn't you pass it off as a dream when you were
Yeah,
asking
cause
for a sad Santa
and
story?
then
You
yeah that
oh,
then
you're
I found out
slick.
I found that out that was a movie that night after I got off. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a movie.
Oh wait, so was it a dream or did you make it up and then find out it was actually a
Or
movie?
did you think you dreamt it?
I dreamed about it, and then I looked, and then I saw a commercial about it again from an old commercial, and I'm like, oh yeah,
So you was dreaming
you know,
about a movie you had saw.
maybe I
Oh,
don't
you
know.
dreamed about it before you knew it was a movie.
Yeah, but I told my sister I want to get to know this woman and see if God has us together for a purpose and not if it's just going to be for a friendship, you know what I mean? My sister is telling me how you're going to support her and support the kids cuz
How
she
old's
Well,
your
how is
sister?
that the conversation? Like you just my God.
He's
And last time
he's
it was
look
like tube surgery. Like
he's looking for instant family.
I think it sounds like an
and
instant
she's
mom.
gorgeous. She's like and
How old's your sister, Ken?
20 and then I went like this because my friend said show your muscles and I'm like bro I don't want to show off and he's like come on and then she's like oh come on so I went to go show my muscles and she went hiding in the corner
Was it that bad?
no because I went like this I'm like and she's like damn
I
and
mean, I don't see anything. That's why I asked.
then she said damn and then went back and was no and then she mentioned how her she's like oh by the way I just went out I forgot to mention to you, can you come outside and look at my car? I think I have a flat tire, so I went outside and she had a flat
Ah,
tire.
bingo,
So I
bingo.
what?
She was just looking for some man to change her tire.
I fixed her tire. She's like, oh, she's like, have a good night, and I'm like, good night, love.
Love. Oh, Ken.
I always say that to everyone.
Jeff might like it if you say it to him.
No, I like her, but I don't want to tell her that because it's too soon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Wait,
Because
yeah,
I
you don't want to. You're already in the marriage phase, and it ain't even there yet.
no, I'm. I think
I
she's
I thought you and Noelle hit it off.
no. Noelle has a boyfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and yeah.
She lives with her dad, don't she?
I don't know. She never told me. That's not my information to know.
Mm. Well, a couple times when she came on, he was in the room with her. That's the only reason I said that.
Um. So yeah, I'm getting to know her. Her name is Ashley.
Uh-oh, another Ashley.
What do you mean?
I thought there was another girl you was chasing on the panel verse named Ashley.
No,
No? Oh,
no.
it started with an A. I remember that.
Oh, I don't know. But this one, I'm glad at church. Like I told my sister, I'm going. I go to this church that's Pentecostal on Tuesday nights, and I'm gonna invite her. I just gotta let her know it's Pentecostal because new.
Oh, Lord.
She's new to the faith, so I want to invite her and see what happens, and then we
What
can
kind what kind of church did you meet her at?
Baptist. I think I'm not sure.
Non-denominational, or was it like
I'm not.
Baptist
I'm not sure.
or Methodist or something?
You don't know what.
Pentecostal is a rude awakening.
Do you think I should stop with giving all these give her all these like hints?
What do
You
you
fall
want?
in love too fast.
No, because I'm giving hints because she's like, oh, will you help me with the car? I'm like, sure, I will. And
He went out there and picked up that
and
car
and
barehanded and
do you
changed
think
that
I should
tire.
stop? Because what I said to her when she told me her age, told us her age to us, because my friend was talking to her too, because we were all in the conversation, and he asked, and I'm like, when she told me and him, I'm like, you don't look a day over 20. She's like, oh, you're so sweet. Should I have not with that comment? Should I chill on those type of comments?
Wait, what did tell me the conversation again?
So it started off with my friend. We were in the middle talk about something, and out of the blue, he's like, "How old are you, Ashley?" And she told us both that she's 31, and I'm like, and then I'm like, "Oh, you don't look a day over 20." Should I stop with those flirtatious comments?
Well, what was your goal in saying that?
I just want her to know the truth, and
Like,
that
was it a
she,
compliment? You were trying to compliment
yeah, I
her?
was complimenting her.
I don't think you should stop trying to compliment people.
Yeah, she's sweet,
What,
and then
what
she
why do you think you should stop? Like
and
what are
then
you
she
wrestling with?
And then she was
It
mentioning about,
depends on your intentions.
and then
Yeah,
she
that's what
was,
I'm trying to figure out.
yeah,
Like
and
what
then she was mentioning the kids again, how the kids like this, and I'm like, they look so cute in the dress, the recital, and she's like, thank you. She's like, yeah,
Did she ask for money yet?
nah.
y'all move faster than lesbians. This is the second one that it's talking about it like barely date, and the conversation is like what engaged couples would have when they're about
No,
to get
I,
married
I,
and
I
plan their
asked,
family and buy their first home and get their first.
but I originally asked how the kids' recitals went, and then she showed me videos of the recitals, and I'm like, I didn't expect her to show me videos, so I think
Well,
it's
in this day
starting.
and age, get used to it.
And then she's like, I'm like, have a great night, and I'm like, she's like, do you want a hug? I'm like, okay, I'll give you a hug. So I gave her a hug.
Are you outside?
No, I'm in the
Oh,
house. I was
that
just in
was
the den.
flowers on the wall.
No, so I just gave her a big hug. Hmm? She's older than me too, which is a plus, cause I do like my older woman.
Yeah, it
I'm
seems like you do.
blushing.
I'm the
I'm
same way
blushing.
with the
I'm
daddies.
blushing. I'm blushing with
I tried to
honey.
eat. I thought about eating a tree before, Ken.
I was gonna go live at 9:30, but I got home too late. I just got home around 10:30, so I was like, I'm gonna save my life for tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, cool. Well, you can hang out here as long as you want.
I'm off tomorrow, but I might go to
I
bed
wonder
because
if
What do you
you.
have? You might go where?
I had to clean my room because my sister's coming home to visit from Pennsylvania for the weekend, but she's got to take my room for those 2 nights, and I'm gonna be sleeping in the den.
Is this a
So
different sister?
yeah, cause my sister has her boyfriend coming too, but he's gonna be in an apartment that's downstairs.
Mm.
So I guess my mom doesn't want her sleeping in the den because it's closed down to the downstairs, and you know what that could lead to. So my mom
Boom,
don't want.
boom.
Yeah, my mom
No
don't want
boom,
that.
boom.
Oh,
My
she's
mom.
trying to keep.
Yeah, so she's gonna have my room, which is on the other side of the house, and I'll have the den. It's not like me and him can go boom boom, because we're not like that. Maybe Jeff is like that, but not
No,
me.
I had someone try that with me. My mother-in-law try that with me. We went to visit her, and she had us. She had us in separate bedrooms.
Why?
Oh boy.
Well, I don't know.
Why?
I guess she didn't want that going on in her house.
She didn't want no boom, boom.
Yeah, but Jeff don't like that.
Boom,
Jeff don't like that.
boom, boom. I like boom, boom. What I
Jeff likes
remember,
it rough. Jeff likes rough boom, boom.
Is that true, Jeff?
He got his mouth full of pizza.
more or less, it depends on the guy. Yeah, no, I can't. Somebody that's like nice guys, and that I need something else besides that.
You
Although
need a manly
Mike was
man.
the
Bro,
nicest guy, like
why,
he is the archetype of the nice guy. He was so nice. He was like too good to be true nice, and that was
bro,
the
why
best
don't you
relationship I've
like
ever had.
females?
And I never
But
thought I would go for that type of guy.
didn't you say he was woke though,
Bro,
or extremely
No,
left
no,
leaning?
no, that was the ex from up here. That was the
Oh,
bad
okay.
bro,
one.
why,
Mike was the good one.
bro, why
The
don't,
bad
why
one.
don't you like, why don't you like pussy though?
Whoa!
Just never have. Why don't you
Once you get
not like what you
once you
don't like?
get past the spell, you got it licked.
I'm just
It's not
saying.
appealing.
I had to, when did
Your
it,
mom,
why?
your
Yeah,
mom's gonna spank you, boy.
because Ashley could spank me all she wants.
A Christian man
That's her
talking
name, the
about
church
that
girl.
kind of stuff.
What?
Is Ashley the church girl, the new girl?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh
Hi,
my gosh,
Ashley. If you're watching.
no,
Last girl
she's
that
not.
watched this stream. It's just like the test. Just send her the link to the stream.
Oh, how's that working out? I want to know how that's working out since
She's
they
she's
work
back.
at the same place.
She's back. She's back. Remember I told you she quit? She's
No, I
back.
didn't know
Oh, she
that.
came back?
Yeah, today was her first day back.
You made her quit?
No, I think it's not him at all.
Oh, okay.
It was on her part, but then she decided to come back because she had
Did you
nothing else.
guys hook up?
Today she waved to me, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
"No, we're cool now." She's like, "Oh, hi, hi, my friend." I'm like, "Okay."
Oh, that tells you all you need to know right there, my friend.
Look,
What are you eating?
hummus.
Ugh,
And do you know
That's
what
also
hummus?
that's
Dude, it's
health
not.
food. I don't eat
It.
that crap.
It's meat,
oh, it's like a
vegetables.
bowl, hummus
Uh huh.
bowl. Oh,
Oh,
that's
Yeah.
good.
okay. Gotcha.
It's it starts off with rice, um, pulled pork, gyro meat, tomato, onion, green beans, and then chickpeas,
Wow.
This
and
stream
then
makes me so hungry.
salad dressing.
All I had was a what did I have
An
tonight?
Outback steak.
Uh,
Oh, I gotta tell
Didn't
you,
you have a steak,
I
or
do
was
have
that
a
for
you,
yeah,
lunch?
it
I
was.
do, I do have a YouTube girlfriend now too. So
How
God,
does
I
that
hated when
work?
my.
I I met her through a different live, and her name is Sweet.
What
Oh,
is
I had prime
what
rib,
is at Outback or after like tonight?
Outback prime rib. That was about 3, 4 o'clock. I had prime rib.
How does YouTube girlfriendship work? Like, what do y'all do? Like, go on YouTube
Just
dates?
talk. No, she's from Europe. She wants to actually meet in person, but I'm not interested.
Oh, I've been to Europe.
So, like, if she
Well,
came to the U.S., you would just not meet her.
I would do
No,
this and
I'll see
goodbye.
you on YouTube. There's no reason to
No,
make
I
go
would
home.
to be honest, I would do this and leave.
which country is she from?
I don't know.
Because some of them, like an
Just
Irish
Europe.
girl with that, the accent make you melt like butter.
The Irish accent, the Irish accent.
Yeah.
I, that I obviously can't do. I only know him from the little Lucky Charms
She's
leprechaun.
from London. She's from London.
Oh, she's a
London,
Brit.
England, England, London.
Would you care for a
What?
spot of tea and a crumpet?
A clumpet?
A crumpet. I can't even talk right.
Like a scone? A crumpet?
Yeah,
Yo,
along those lines.
Tea and crumpets.
did you
Hmm.
guys did you see I went live last night
I did, and
Yeah,
Noelle was on. How'd that
and
go?
yeah.
it went very well. It was popping. I had a guest singer and I didn't even know they were gonna join. It was very well.
How many subscribers do you have?
Right now,
3.
114. Okay.
114. Damn, I went up to
How
114
long have you had your channel?
about 3 weeks maybe.
Oh
And
wow. Okay, you're doing well, great. It took me like a year just to break 20, I think.
sorry I couldn't join your live yesterday. I went live.
Oh yeah. No, that's fine. That's
Yeah, Ken wanted me to come up, but I had to put my son to bed. So,
Oh yeah, that's right.
I
You were in.
yeah, I
I,
was there for a
I,
little bit watching, trying to
what
support you.
the one
Hit
person
the
I had there's one person on my I don't know who it is. They subscribed, so I'm like, okay, and they came up. She's like, I don't know if she's from Haiti, but she never shows her camera.
Oh, yes, yes. I know who you're talking about, that girl.
Shay.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought she was gonna porn bomb me because I can't. And she was kind of being disrespectful to my chat. I had to warn her. I'm like, next time that happens, I'm blocking you.
welcome, Daniel.
Hello, Daniel.
Chuck,
Welcome.
you think I should block her on the safe side, or
I don't know. She was getting a little hot. Them, you know, But I don't know how the Haitian culture is. That might just be normal for them.
Yeah, but I don't know
Might
how.
do voodoo on you. You
Yep.
might have a chicken.
Voodoo on your poo poo. Yep.
Put your name on it.
This is good food.
Yeah, we
But
can
your life
tell.
is so wild. How would you know what's voodoo and what's not? You voodoo yourself.
What state are you in, Ken?
New York.
I'm sorry.
Why?
Never mind. I was just being a horse's butt.
No, she's not on.
Why don't you bring some of them women over here when you come?
Not too many of them though.
There's one. There's one of them that wants to teach me a few things.
Teach you what?
A few things.
Hey, do you know Mel from Stone Not Alone?
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
I just didn't know
Yeah.
if he had knew about it. It seemed like somebody he'd get along with.
They're live right now.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Mel rejected me.
Rejected you? What do you
Mel
mean by
did?
that?
Is she even single?
Yeah, she is, but she said
You
she's
need
old enough to
somebody
be
with
my
a
mama.
mother complex, like with a child complex. They're
Yeah, she said
believe me, they're out there. There's the
she
galore of
she
them.
said she's old enough to be my mama.
She is.
Yeah.
I'm old enough to be your daddy.
I know you want to be Jeff's daddy.
I'm only 36. Come on now.
No, Chuck makes a good daddy. He's an autism daddy. He's a great one.
What?
Ooh, yeah. That's the appointment we had today, was with the autism person.
Okay, we have a special guest about to join us. Let's
Who is it?
welcome
Cool.
Miss Noelle.
Yo.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
my brother. I love you, Ken,
Hi.
brother.
Hi,
Good. I
Noelle.
texted you on Instagram, Ken. I did.
Yeah, but
I texted you on Instagram, Ken.
I know I've been busy, so I kind of.
You've been busy, so I thought you went to bed at 11.
I did yesterday. I went to bed. That was yesterday.
What about today? You're not. It's.
I don't know. I might go to bed at 12 since I don't have work tomorrow. I'm just super tired. I had a frustrating night. I had
Like how?
a customer that went off on me. It wasn't pretty.
What they say? Oh, I love customer conflict. I used to do customer service.
Sorry,
What'd they say?
I'm eating food right now.
What is that?
He just blew you off, Jeff.
I do want to hear the story. I mean, he's not going to sit on my panel and get away with teasing that story and not telling it.
I'm eating hummus, healthy food.
Okay. Well, after the hummus, I want to hear the customer story. Noelle, how was your day?
Good. My day was great.
Are you wearing makeup? Noelle, are you wearing makeup?
No, I don't. I didn't wear makeup.
Makeup in the shadows.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you're looking pretty today. So.
Oh, he's trying.
Thank you.
Ken.
So what happened with this customer? Because the hummus is not stopping.
How was this customer? Yeah, tell me with this customer. What happened?
This customer got mad at me because I told him watch where you're going because he almost hit me, and then he's like, "Oh, don't make me pull out my MF." I'm like, "What do you mean?"
What is that?
I don't know.
Wait, say
and then what did she do?
He told me don't make me. Then he told me don't make me pull out my. And I'm like, "What do you mean, bro?"
I don't know. I'm starting to not.
I'm confused. I'm confused.
Wait, what? I'm confused.
I can't say the word. He had a this
gun. A gun.
Pew 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 pew.
Yeah, a pew pew, and he's like, "Don't let me pull it out." I'm like, "Bro,
How come?
He flashed it to you?
Yeah, because I end up calling him the N-word.
Oh Lord!
Why? And like, why, brother? Why would you say that?
Why would you say that?
Wait, why would you say that
Such
to
a
the
casual
customer?
story, and you
Because
throw it.
he was the same race as me too, so I was like,
That's horrible.
So, what did she say to him? Hey, what's up, the N word and this? What the heck is going on? What? I'm confused too.
no, he's good now. He's good. I apologize. I'm like, sorry, bro. I didn't mean to.
Chargers.
We're good now. So
I didn't mean to call you the N word. Oh, it's
I-
okay, bro. I didn't mean to flash my gun.
no,
at you.
I actually saw him when I was leaving because I had gone shopping. I'm like, sorry, bro. He's like, no, bro, I'm sorry. I'm just high right now. Yeah, he was definitely drinking, but I apologize. So I
Was
had
he hot?
no.
Where is
It would be between
my
Chuck
mom?
and King. I
Where
had stories tonight.
Where?
is Shay? Where's the yesterday? Where's she at? I want her.
We're not talking about Shay right now.
Who's Shay?
That was that Haitian girl that was on his panel last night.
Oh,
I'm about to.
Yes, and that's her.
She can come up here. I'll fight with a Haitian.
No, she's not welcome here. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I kind of had to confront her because she was being disrespectful to my chat. She was being disrespectful to Noelle as well, and I don't stand for that.
Well, you sound like a good panel host. That's important to be able to do.
You didn't notice Noelle? She put in the chat she was being mean to you. Then she apologized, but I still don't stand for it.
I didn't know that.
Even Chuck was saying she was a little bit crazy, right, Chuck?
At times, yeah. She wasn't making no sense.
Hello, Chuck. How was your day today, Chuck?
Other than almost getting killed, not too bad.
Like how? Like how do you almost get killed? Tell me the story.
First it's me with a crazy story. Now it's Chuck.
It was just on the interstate coming home this evening. We almost had a crash, and it was pretty wicked.
He owns a self-driving car. The car started to drive itself and almost drove him into a ditch, and he had to like take control of the car.
No, it was a ravine. It wasn't a ditch. It was a ravine.
That's even That's like Indiana Jones level.
Hey, Noelle. Hey, Noelle.
Yes.
Do you have work tomorrow?
Yes, I do. At 12 o'clock to 3.
What work?
I work at McDonald's.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. What's your role? I was there for a month. I was the fry person.
Fry.
I do everything there, but not the dishes or the burritos. I do the dishes and burritos on Sundays, and that's it, only on Sundays.
So they like move you around. They don't keep you on one specific thing.
I didn't get my job correct. I was overwhelmed. I was like,
oh, okay.
Yes.
I worked at McDonald's once and wasn't an employee.
Hang on, y'all. The Spurg level is about to.
Who we got?
Oh God.
Who we got? I'm sorry.
Brian.
Here now.
Oh,
Provo.
it's Provo.
What's up?
Provo. Hi, Provo. I really have to meet you. How are you?
Nice to meet you, my autistic brothers and sisters. How's it going?
Good.
Hi, Provo.
Hi, Provo. How was your day today?
Can I say something real quick? Shout out to
Of
Provo
course.
Planet for joining my live last night. It was wonderful. He's the GOAT.
You're a legend.
Who did?
Hey, Noelle, first of all, you look
Provo.
wonderful tonight. Love
Thank
the color
you.
orange, one of my favorite colors. First of all, what up, Jeff? Thanks for having me on your panel. It's great to be here with the king of the autists, as I call him, and Chuck.
How you doing, bro?
Hey, Chuck. Sorry for this language, Noelle and Ken, but me
That's
and Chuck
okay.
have a colorful past. Hey, Chuck, fuck you. Just kidding. I love
Please,
you. That was a
please
joke.
do.
That was a joke.
I'm
Everybody.
waiting for
I
the
love
other
Chuck.
shoe to drop.
I
This
love
is
Chuck.
suspicious.
No, I'm
I
just
love
kidding.
Chuck. He's a good guy. I was just kidding.
Hugs and kisses.
Hugs and kisses.
Can I say something, Provo?
So,
Yeah.
Provo, can I say something too? Like,
Yeah.
what type
Whoa.
of autism do you have? Like, what type of autism?
Well,
I'm sorry.
they classify me high functioning. But if you
Same
ask
with
me for
me
my
too. Same with me too.
if you ask me for my stims, this is my stim. This is what I do
Oh,
when I feel
crap.
nervous. You
Hey,
can't do
I'm
that.
Provo. Question.
What about you? What's your question? Yeah. I play
Um,
Warhammer too. That's my other
no.
autistic trait.
My question is, what did you think about Shay in my live last night? Do you
Me?
think? Yeah, because Chuck said she was going overdue because she was kind of being disrespectful in the live. Do you think I should give her one more chance or just?
Now, wait a minute. Don't blame me for what you
Wait,
said, Ken.
No,
Uh,
I'm not saying that because I don't know. I don't. She never came on cam either.
Who
and I
did?
don't. Oh, Shay.
Mike, I'm a camera.
I don't want to get
Hello.
You know what Chuck rhymes with, right?
what?
Fuck. And fuck Chuck's opinion.
So,
Oh,
I'm just joking. Chuck's a nice guy. He's got a great heart.
I'm,
He
Chuck's
means
a nice
well.
guy.
I
Yeah,
think Chuck means well. If he just understand Chuck's a good person.
so what's your opinion on it? What should I do?
You should probably
Should I warn her and be like, "Hey, if this happens again, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to block you."
yes.
yeah,
you
do that. That's a good whatever Noelle says. Noelle,
Because
I think, has good advice too.
I did
Maybe we
that,
should
and then
listen
she
to
kept
Noelle.
looking, and then she's like, "What did I do wrong?" And I'm like, "It's in the chat." And then
That's right.
and like she put on her camera, showed her face, and then she put the camera down, and I'm like, "What are you doing? Are you trying to porn on me?"
That's crazy.
Run
No, that's
live.
crazy. Hey,
The
honestly,
live-
Ken, you're a pretty cool guy. I think you honestly got a lot of potential. Just stay safe, dude. Make the right decisions and always
I'm
be
trying to.
cautious.
I'm letting God take control because, like I
Hell
said,
yeah.
I'm like,
Jesus, take the wheel, brother.
that's what I'm doing. Because right
Yeah,
now,
you know you're on a. You know this guy's a
So,
Satanist. Right?
Provo,
I know, but
Provo, what's your channel? Can I subscribe to you?
Here, I'll
Well,
put
I
his
don't.
channel
I
in
actually
the
don't
chat.
tell people to subscribe to me. So
Yeah.
if you watch
so
my
go-
show, I actually tell people to unsubscribe.
and I tell them
and-
to subscribe. I'm the
Yeah,
devil.
no,
in the
no.
show,
I actually,
and then we'll see
I
which
actually
one
don't
wins
want
out.
drop the
subscribe.
link, Jeff. Drop the link.
No. Well, I run with a tough crowd. I wear dresses. I'm wearing a dress right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, he does.
you didn't know he's gay.
Yeah, I'm
No, I
super
didn't.
gay, dude.
I'm sorry.
I'm wearing a dress. I'm hanging out with
Sorry
my.
about that.
Hey, do you know what this background says? It says autism.
It says.
Always unique, totally interesting, sometimes mysterious. Because
Oh, I like
I'm
that.
me.
Did you make it?
Hey,
I'm
So,
autistic.
excuse me, can I say, I don't want to be rude. Can I say this to you? Oh my God.
I'm a good-looking autistic person, huh? That's what you're gonna say.
Yes.
With a hoodie and Jesus
Yeah,
hair.
that's right, Noelle.
So, are you a
We're
guy
gonna
or are you, I don't know what that means. I'm sorry.
So
Oh my
you want to
God.
know
He
my
wants to know what
preferred
your gender
pronouns?
is. How do you
Yeah.
ID?
I know
Are
it's
you
confusing.
trans?
I do
Are
present
you
women.
trans?
I do present women sometimes, and I do have a lot of feminine characteristics. But my preferred pronouns are he, him. Of course, I'm a male,
Oh,
but I still like dresses.
no,
That's
God,
right.
Well, you
sorry.
probably look good in them.
I do. They're Japanese style. You know what the Japanese people wear?
what?
I wear Japanese clothes, so I look like a samurai. I look like a white samurai.
A ninja?
Oh, now I know what you're talking about. Okay.
Provo.
You're fine.
They're not dresses. They're samurai clothes, but they look like dresses.
By the way, I'm just showing out.
Oh,
I'm
that's
going live tomorrow at 9:30. By the way, at night.
Oh, hell yeah!
9:30
Tell everybody drop the link for Ken. Can we get the mods to drop
9:30
Ken's link?
when?
Let's get this
Ken is
guy's
a mod.
subs
That's
up.
his job, actually. Ken should be
What
dropping his
about me?
drop your own
What about me?
empowerment.
What
You
about
got it,
me?
Noelle.
What about
You
you,
got a
Noelle?
I
channel?
want to get
You have
more
a channel, Noelle?
subscribers.
You
Yes,
have a
I
channel?
do.
Yeah,
Do you want
let's
it?
get you some subscribers. Yeah, absolutely.
You're cool,
A
Noelle.
lot because I
No, hold on,
Here, copy in
hold
the
on.
back.
Hey,
If
my
you
fellow
put in the
autists, I
private,
gotta
I'll
give a
post it.
shout out to my chat. Hey, good night, Stephen David. God bless you. I got a Benja in the chat. Appreciate you, Benja. Appreciate you, Stephen David. Have a good night.
There's mine.
Thanks for that. Hey,
There's
Gen X.
mine.
Hey, honestly,
YouTube.
dude, this panel is. I wish we could
Can
get
you
Chuck
put
out
in
of
the link?
here. I wish we could get Chuck out of here because then we'd have like 100% autism.
Can you
I feel
put
like,
it
Here,
in it?
let's do that for just a second. But Chuck's an autism dad, though. He's
I don't give a fuck.
he's a
Really?
very
You
Yes.
can
valuable
There we
person.
go.
Just for a second.
Now
just
we
to
can go
run an
back. Now
experiment, Chuck.
go back to Chuck.
Too much
let's not.
for we see. We need that
There we go.
balance. Like I've
We need
always
that
found when
balance.
I run my groups, I like a mix.
Yeah,
Yes, you put it in
neurotypical.
the chat. The link.
Hey, I just put Provo's link in the chat so everyone sub up to him and subscribe.
Thank you, Ken. Honestly, Ken, you
What
honestly.
about mine?
Hey, Ken, you know I know Grace Thorpe, right?
Oh,
I'm
God.
not a fan of her.
Where's
yeah.
mine?
I'm not
know
telling
I
you
know
to
Grace
know and
Thorpe.
hang out with. I just don't care for her.
Me and
Gross,
Grace Thorpe.
gross.
Me and Grace
What
Thorpe were
about
best friends.
mine?
Actually, I'm supposed to
Hey,
be.
Noelle, excuse me. Let's address Noelle. She was
Oh, yeah.
speaking. Noelle, what were you saying?
What about mine? I almost got to my subscribers are 182. I almost
Okay.
got to 200.
Oh, you're doing pretty good. When did you get your When did you start your channel?
December 21st. Something like I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's
I
pretty
knew.
good. So
Well,
we
that's
need
useful
Ken.
for-
You need
Here,
to get
let's-
Noelle's channel, Ken, as a
There's
moderator,
Noelle's
and,
channel.
Yes, I'm putting.
Help her out, like and
and
subscribe.
put it 3 or 4 times. Spam the
Uh,
chat with Noelle's channel.
I
So
can trust my audience to all 6 of them to see the link and click it.
Hey,
you got
I'm
an
just
audience
gonna
of 6. Hell yeah. Hey, you know what? I was bringing up Grace Thorpe, but you know what is interesting, Gen X Jeff? We
I'm just
also
gonna
cross paths.
wait. Can I shout
Go
out
ahead,
to
Ken.
Noelle?
Can you
Shout
get
out-
Well, I
autism?
want to
with
hear
it?
what Provo has to say.
Shout out to Noelle. I just dropped her link. Everyone sub up and subscribe to her. The
Let
best
me see.
sister of
That's
all.
facts, dude. Thank you, Ken. Damn, Ken, dude. Dropping Noelle's links. Everybody hit that.
I need
Hit that like, hit that
2,000
sub, right, Noelle?
subscribers.
Am I right,
Sub.
Noelle?
Yes.
That's
So,
right.
Provo,
That's
what were
right,
you
Noelle.
saying about like we should do something?
I was just talking about it's interesting. There's this guy named the Semen Demon. He goes by insane. Are you drinking soy sauce? Please don't drink soy
Oh.
sauce. Please don't drink soy
This-
sauce while I'm talking, sir.
The semen demon. Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Please
think
don't
I've
drink
seen
soy
it
sauce.
around.
While...
I might have
This guy's
even
crazy.
hated it.
Is that the sanity machine?
Oh yeah, it's a sanity machine. Yeah, he's been
Oh, Lord.
he's been
Oh my
covering.
God, Provo, you are so cool right now. We have this bond. I feel it.
I know.
Oh
I
my
got,
God.
yeah, that's
I
right.
like to talk. Thank you, Ken, for bringing me here.
Much love, sister.
That's right.
Brother.
Throw up the hearts, everybody. Hey, Gen
Heart.
X, throw it up.
Oh,
Throw it
nice.
up. Hey, big Jeff. Make Jeff cam up and throw it up. Jeff, throw up the
What?
heart. Jeff, come on, Jeff.
Jeff,
If
Come
you-
on, Jill.
Jeff.
Jill, my name is Jill.
Lucky you
I-
even get this. This is all the heart I have left. This.
Jeff, you
Jeff,
you
come
did
on,
oval before.
There we go, Jeff. Hey, Noelle,
There's
your turn.
Chuck. There's
Noelle.
Chuck.
There we go. Gen X, quick, Gen X. There we go. That looks like a gang sign, though. There you go. Nice
How
job,
can you
Noelle.
do
That was
that? Wait, how
Do
can
your
you
heart.
how can you do that?
nice. You
Wait,
pray to God and you ask for the best
Oh,
outcome.
you did a nice heart. I don't think I could duplicate that heart. Let's try this. Is
Yeah,
this a heart?
I got
I'm just practicing.
super.
This is hard for me.
Yeah, that's
Here's
good.
my- this is my little
I got-
satanic nub of a heart. There you go.
I got
Yeah,
super
fuck
surprised
Satan.
today. My son's therapist
Yeah.
is faith based.
Oh, hell yeah,
Hey,
Chuck.
I'm actually gonna.
I
Are you
was
leave? No,
excited
Ken.
about
I'll
that.
leave if you leave, Ken.
I'm heading out because I
No,
got
Ken.
my boys.
No, Ken.
Ken.
Show
It's
Provo.
later. It's
Ken, show
bedtime.
Provo
Ken,
you're
I'm
done.
only here because of
Bedtime.
you, Ken.
Hey, bro,
He's
I love
being
you.
Good.
Next to
Good.
Noelle too. I like Noelle.
Bro,
Ken and Noelle, you both my homies. Ken, don't leave.
Oh, I
I
gotta
need to
Show
talk
us
to you
the
about
gun.
Grace.
I'm
Grace,
Show
tired.
us your
talk to me.
gun.
Candy.
Hey, can I talk to you, bro? I promise tomorrow you can join my panel. You'll be
Well,
my
you're not
first
even
I'm
guest.
gonna, give
subscribed to
I'm
me,
gonna let
Ken.
the three.
Yeah, I am, Provo.
Then why didn't you show up to my stream tonight?
I didn't. I just got home from church and I didn't know you were live.
Oh,
So
I've been live.
I gotta run. Love you, brother.
I love you, Ken. You're a great human.
Love
By
You're
the
a
you,
way,
great person.
Ken.
by the way,
Ken,
I'm
you're the best man I know.
yes.
You're an angel among demons. God bless you.
God bless you
You're the
too.
best. And Noelle's a sweetheart.
Tomorrow,
She's a great
Thank
girl.
you.
can I
You
say
and Noelle are amazing humans.
God bless you?
God bless you.
Can I say
Yes,
something real
thank
quick?
you. God
Yeah,
bless.
say
Tomorrow,
something real quick, Ken.
tomorrow I'm coming out with a daily vlog, my first daily vlog.
Give me a
So
big shout out.
I'll be putting that out tomorrow.
Give me a big shout out.
Thank Provo. Love
Hey,
you.
Ken, real quick.
Yeah.
If you're doing that tomorrow, give me talk about me for at least 5 minutes and
Okay,
promote my channel.
I will.
Don't forget, because
And
I'll be there
talk about
watching.
me too,
I'm gonna
Ken.
go make a. I'm gonna go
Give
make a.
Noelle 2 minutes.
Okay, I'll go make a video right now about and shout out to your channel.
And shout
Love
out
you.
Provo Planet.
Bye
And me
bye.
too.
God
Peace.
bless. And Noelle.
Peace.
Peace.
Yes.
What up, Noelle? How you doing,
He's
girl?
very, very nice. He is. He's a
Oh,
sweet
yeah.
boy.
That's right. That's right.
Yes,
So
and
you're
and then we have a bond too. Yeah.
hell yeah, that's the autism bond. It's strong. We both got
I
it.
like to talk too.
You do. You like to talk. I talk all the time. It's
Yes.
like what I do. I
And me.
honestly can't stop talking. I usually overtalk everybody I meet. You ever overtalk?
Yes. Yes, I
Yeah.
have. Bunch of
Oh man,
times. A lot.
I'm an overtalker big time.
I have learning problems.
Me too.
I have learning problems, ADHD, and
Same.
talking impediments. Yes, I do.
I have a talking. I have a speech impediment as well.
Like,
When I get nervous,
is it bad or is
when I
it
get
good?
nervous, when I get nervous, I start to have a lisp, and only my best friends notice.
Oh,
That's
that makes
crazy, huh?
sense.
Yeah, but I try to work past it. I've always been really good at it, but sometimes I struggle.
Like how? Like how would you work past it? Do you think in your mind or?
It's like a superpower. So I practice saying the words correctly, and then I've worked really hard on that my whole life. But when I'm really
That makes
relaxed,
sense.
yeah, when I'm really relaxed, I talk with lisps too sometimes when I'm really relaxed. Yeah.
Mm.
But you know what gets me about you, Noelle?
What?
I think you like the color orange, and I do too. And I think Ken
Yes,
should
I do.
share. How many subscribers do you have?
One. Wait. Let me check. Where's my channel? It's 186 now.
I think we can move that up to 190.
190. Like, can you or like?
Yeah, I think we
I
can
want to
tonight.
get 2,000.
I think we could do it right now. Pull Gen X up. Say, Gen X, come on screen.
Gen X, come on screen.
There he goes. Gen X, we need you to share her channel link in the chat.
We did, but
Do it again.
I don't know if that's gonna.
How many people are watching, by the way?
It's the same 6 that were watching before. That's why.
Oh yeah. Well, tell all those people to subscribe, or they should leave.
Well, all I can do is put the link. They can decide if they want to subscribe or not. It may not be content they're interested in.
Well, anyways, Jeff, let's get these numbers up.
Here, let's see if we can get her to 190. If you haven't subscribed already,
2,000.
just for tonight, give her 190 and you can unsubscribe tomorrow.
No, 2,000.
We can't do 2,000.
We can get 2,000 tonight out of this.
What are you talking about? 2,000.
I want more subscribers.
Yeah, we'll help you. Honestly, hey Jeff, you've been amazing. Noelle, you're wonderful. If you are subscribed to me, Noelle, make sure you unsubscribe because that's how my fans show love to me. So if you're a big fan of me, make sure you unsubscribe. God bless you all.
Provo.
Jeff, you've been wonderful. Take it easy.
Thank you for stopping by. Good.
Wait, where's his link? Oh, where's his link?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it looks like the panel's wrapping up. I guess this is an early night. Let me see who else is streaming.
Who else is streaming?
What's Poke Pals? Imp Dave is streaming. Is that a game? Oh, it looks
Is
like
that a game or no? Is that a video game?
Provo's streaming.
Yeah.
Or is he? Oh, he's just playing some music.
And where's Chuck?
No, not a lot going on in the Panelverse tonight. Midlife Bro Logic is streaming, and Stone but not alone.
Where's Stone Not Alone? Is he streaming?
Yeah, he and Mel are on. So I'll put that link. Here's Stone's link.
I already got his channel.
And Midbro was talking about Robert Kennedy. So if you're into that, you can check out his channel.
Who?
Midlife Bro Logic. I don't think it's going to be your type of channel.
Do you want to go on? Do you want to go on Stones or no?
I don't know. Let me. You know what? Let's watch a little bit of it and see what they're up to, and then I can decide.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, let me find it. Open panel, Black Pyramid of Alaska. What is that?
Open panel what?
I don't need combat training. You could be the hardest dude in the planet, like Stone's friend, like Sinner, like Stone's dad. You could be the hardest dude with all the combat training where you could have somebody in a headlock and, and then Mel comes along and just kicks you in the nuts. End of hard man. What was that? My man said if you flinch upon hammer drop, you'll hold up forever. I don't know what that means, darling. But no, I know, Sinner.
Huh?
I have no idea what they're talking about. What's the topic?
Is it like a live panel?
I don't know. Let me see if they have a link. Did they post a link? I don't see a link posted yet, and they've only been going for an hour, so maybe I don't know if it's open. It says open panel, but there's no link. Open panel tonight. Huh? I don't either.
I don't see the link. So
like
shouldn't you type?
I probably won't go on, so it doesn't matter to me. But if it's an open panel, I don't see a link.
Why who is Mel? Mel is like a girl?
Yeah, she is. I wasn't sure at first either. I don't know her. I just know her from Stone, but I don't really watch her that often.
Is Provo got open channel?
He's streaming, but I don't think he's doing a panel. It looks like he's just playing music or something. Well, actually, let's see. He might. He's doing something. He has a picture of Jesus rising into the heavens. But there's no people on talking, so who knows? So it looks like that's it for the panel verse tonight. Not much going on my end. So, do you have anything you want to wrap up with and announce or close or promote? No? Okay. Are you there? New antlers. No, what's wrong?
But,
No,
but I
same old
need
antlers. Do what?
to find somebody who's
Okay. Well, I'm gonna end this one, so I'll say goodnight, and then I'll see you
okay.
I'll see you in the panel verse.
Tomorrow.
Whenever. I'll be here tomorrow. Okay. Well, have a good night.
Okay, you too.
Okay. Take care. All right. That's going to be it for tonight, I think. It looks like they're still watching stuff in the Discord. Let me go see what that's about. Oh, sorry. Yeah, bye. Be to tomorrow. Hero's Journey tomorrow morning. 2 p.m. Hey, Dr. Head. Good to see you. Catch you again.